on.
Okay, now we're going to make the dessert edible centerpiece. So you want to start out with foil, and what we're going to do is just wrap it around the tree, and we're going to secure it with toothpicks. So you have your little chocolate container with your toothpicks in it, that you can eat afterwards. All right, so what you want to do is just kind of start out at the top here. I'm going to pass the foil around. So watch how I do this. Just kind of wrap it there at the top. So you gather it there and just kind of roll it. Kind of like that. Okay, so you got it around there. And actually, I had scissors, but I'll use this knife. I'm just going to cut it. But you can cut it with scissors too. Or you can rip it. Ah. There. Okay. There we go. And you want to get the toothpicks and just secure it. Just kind of wrap it around there and squeeze it so that it kind of looks better. And you don't have to put foil on it if you don't want to, and I think we missed a part here. So you might have to put another layer, which is okay, you can do that. So just kind of squeeze it on there, and if you need to do another layer, which I think we do, we will do another layer. And I'm going to rip this part off. Okay. What I think I'm going to do is just kind of get a sheet, rip it off, and then place it around the bottom. And just bend it like that. All right. Let me get some toothpicks here. And if you have some toothpicks in there, you can actually stick things on there too if you want to, or you can push them in further so you don't see them. However you want to do it. Okay. So you just keep doing that until you get it all around there. Now, I cut out some little parts for the top because sometimes it's hard to get the, you can just kind of do this. Just squeeze it over the top like that. Just like that. And you got the top part on. And you can take a toothpick if you want, stick it in, and you got that one there. Okay. I'm going to put another toothpick here. All right. So, you know, you can take your time maybe and do it a little bit more, however you want to do it, and it just depends on your foil and the length of your foil. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we can put a topper on there, and let me grab one of the toppers here. Where are our toppers at? Right here. And we'll start out with the topper. Now, what you want to do is have a lot of fun with this. Okay, I start out with my topper first. When I decorate my tree, that's what I do. I put the star on the top first. That's usually what I do. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some things to put on. We've got some truffles there. Somebody's calling me in the middle.
No, turn off before.
Just slide it up and it will go off. Okay, so we're going to put a truffle on there. You want to decorate it with whatever you have around. We've got some dark truffles. You have the recipe for that one. This is actually a healthy, high-energy truffle. It's not your normal high-sugar truffle. So it has some nut butter in it. It has some protein in it. It has some... what I did was I used sunflower butter in there, but you could use like an organic peanut butter or almond butter or whatever you want to use in there. Just whatever nut butter that you have around, whatever you like. Then I use some raw agave nectar in there so it won't spike up your blood sugar, and some other things. Coconut, I use the unsweetened. Make sure you get unsweetened coconut. This is one you want to have fun with, and when you're making them, you just mix it with your hands until it's all mixed together and then roll it into balls. Okay, and then you can roll it in coconut, unsweetened coconut, or crushed almonds, or whatever you want. Okay, so alternate different ones. So we have one there with coconut. Now we'll put one with nuts. Stick that in there. Okay. And then we will put, I have these dark colored, or dark covered, dark chocolate covered marshmallows. We will put those on there. You could cover the whole thing with chocolate if you wanted to. until you can't see any spaces. You know, the more, if you can put as many on here as you want. So you can do it a couple different ways. If you just wanted to do a truffle tree, it could be just covered with all truffles, so you can't see any spaces. You can start maybe at the bottom or the top, however you want to do it. Maybe start at the bottom and go up. But you can also do it, like I like to do it, I like color. So I have these little beads that I bought at the craft store, and they're different colors. So you can thread them on like that and just stick them on. Actually, it's probably easier just to put the toothpick in and then to put it on, like that. So it kind of looks like lights on the tree. Now, I'm a color person, so I like lots of different colors. If you want to just do red and green or something like that, you can. Put one down here. Okay. And another thing, you can put some fruit. I have some sliced organic strawberries. When it comes to berries, that's one of the fruits you want to buy organic if you can, because they have a lot of pesticides on them. So I bought these, and I just sliced them. You can slice them however you want. I thought that they would look pretty sliced round. And plus they go far that way. The other thing you could do is you could dip the strawberries in dark chocolate and put them on. Now they would stick out more, so it just depends on what kind of tree you want. Okay, let's see. Now I do have some dark chocolate also. This is the 85% dark chocolate by Lindt, and just have to be careful with it. So what I do is I kind of screw in the toothpick, like right through it like that. I just kind of work it right through until it goes through. Now it went through, so you try not to break it. And then stick that on. And you can stick it in as far as you want it to go. Okay. And then we have some blueberries, some nice organic blueberries. And what I like to do with the blueberries is I stick the toothpick in, and then I get 2 blueberries, and I put one on first, and then the other. So it's kind of like 2 blueberries on there. You can also, the other thing I do is put a blueberry right in the middle of the chocolate one, just like that. Kind of it hides the toothpick, and it makes it look nice. Okay, now the other thing, I have some cranberries. Now one thing about cranberries, I don't know about you, but fresh cranberries, I tasted one of these. They're kind of sour. They're really sour. So I'm mostly putting these on for decoration. Unless I made it into something, I wouldn't
Roll
eat
in
it.
the licata a little bit.
Yeah, you could, definitely, for sure. So I'm going to put the toothpick on. It's easier to put the toothpick on first, and then to slide the cranberry on, like that. But it looks kind of nice. They're kind of like, when you do the vegetable tree, you're putting the cherry tomatoes on. When you're doing the dessert tree, you put the cranberry. And if you have any other, any other fruit that you like, you can put that on too. All right. So let's put another strawberry on. Do another strawberry over here. Okay. Now another thing you could do if you wanted to, you could make a dip for the fruit, if you wanted to make a dip for the fruit. If you have a dip recipe for the fruit and you don't want to have a lot of sugar in there, just substitute a healthy sweetener in there for the sugar. So a lot of times you can tweak your recipes and change it out a little bit. So, now the thing that I like to do is, and I'll show you what I did with the other one at the bottom here, is, and we're going to switch this tree out here. Let's move this over. Okay. So at the bottom of the plate, what I did was, I thought it'd be fun to make it look like snow, so I put shredded coconut on the plate, and I have some multicolored dark chocolates on the plate too to look like little presents. So you want to have fun with your dessert tree and really do whatever you want. So this one's done, and it has a variety of different things on it. So some of the truffles are rolled in crushed almonds, some of them are rolled in coconut. I think the finely shredded coconut works better than the big chunks of coconut. I kind of ran out of the shredded one because I used them inside of the recipe, but so I used some of the bigger coconut. But I think the finely shredded one looks good too. So whatever you want to use, and like I said, if you have certain chocolate recipes that you like or certain candies, dark chocolates you like, put those on there too. Okay, any questions about the dessert tree? Okay, all right, well, here's our dessert tree then.
Should we clap?